All right, hello everybody, and I want to go over how to easily make a rum cake. We're going to make a rum cake for you today, right on this video, and it's going to look very simple. It's easy to do, so let's follow the instructions that I'm going to lay out. But first of all, what I'm going to do, before you make any rum cake, you like to relax and have fun, and the way I do that is I typically like to enjoy a nice glass of wine. So very first thing I'm going to do, prior to even diving into the rum cake, is open myself a nice bottle of Pinot Noir. And this one here is a Sebastiani 2007 Pinot Noir. It's going to be light, pale hue, red color. I'm sure it's going to taste like liquid raspberries, but we'll give this a little test drive here. There we go. And we're going to get started on this rum cake momentarily. But first of all, we'll use the little Venturi system to aerate this rascal. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at the color of that. What a beautiful looking wine that is. All right. Cheers. Perfect. Now we're ready to start. All right, so we'll set the wine down. Now rum cakes are relatively easy to make, and we're going to show you just how easy. It consists of relatively few ingredients. The first ingredient is going to be a basic cake mix. So here we've got butter golden, here we've got spice cake, and here we've got classic yellow. And I think that, what do you guys think out there in the audience? Preference? You in the back with the rum drink. What's that? Golden yellow. Butter golden? Butter golden. All right, so we'll roll with butter golden. We'll use that one. Now, I like to use Duncan Hines cake mix because of the fact that it's just a little over 18 ounces, which is perfect for a 10-ounce bundt pan. So we're going to use this 18.25 ounces of butter golden Duncan Hines cake mix. I think Duncan was the short little fat brother to Gregory Hines. Gregory Hines, the famous tap dancer. And when his brother Gregory would go to tap dance classes, Duncan would hang out in the kitchen and basically play with donuts, Dunkin' Donuts, or cake mix, Duncan Hines cake mix. And he also has a program out called Hines Sight, where you can, it's a diet program where you meet with other people that need to go on or want to go on a diet, and in hindsight they look back and say, I wish I didn't have so many Duncan Hines rum cakes or Dunkin' Donuts. But we're not here to talk about the hindsight diet program. We're here to talk about Duncan Hines, and there it is right there, that nice cake mix. Now we're going to top off the cake mix. This is the only powders we're going to use here in a rum cake. We're going to top off the cake mix with instant pudding mix. Got to add that to the mix. It adds a nice pudding flavor to it. Here, what you want is just the 4.5 cup serving size. 4.5 cup serving size. You can score this for 80 cents at any grocery store, and you can score this Duncan Hines box up for under $2 at typically any grocery store. So let's open up the pudding mix. It's going to be a dry pudding mix. Let's get this rascal opened up. I'm telling you, it's a lot of work putting these cakes together. All right. There we go. And we put that right in there with the yellow cake mix. Okay, next, now we got to put the liquids together. So we're going to add, well, first of all, we're going to add 4 eggs. So let's get the eggs cranked open in there. And one. Come on. There's two. There's three. 4 eggs. All right. Grab a towel here. Okay. Now let's add the rest of the liquids. We just got, I think, 3 more liquids we're gonna play with here. One, we're gonna put in a half a cup of olive oil, or a good quality olive oil you want to use. You are going to be eating this stuff after all. You don't want to just throw in lard. So let's throw in a half a cup of olive oil. Oh yeah, look at that. Right on the half a cup mark. Okay? And I like to throw in, you can throw in either a half a cup of water or a half a cup of milk. I'm just going to throw in some soy milk. I'm going to add a half a cup of soy milk. So now we have a total of a cup that we're putting in there. And the main ingredient is a nice dark rum. This rum here is just a standard Bacardi Select, 20 bucks for a 1.75 liter. And I like to throw in a cup to a cup and a quarter, depending upon who you're making the rum cake for, but no need to be stingy on the rum. Look at that. Whoops. Hey, how do you like that? You might want to save a little bit just to get any Coca-Cola laying around. And we're going to dump this 2-cup mixture, or a little bit more than 2 cups, right on top of the yellow cake mix and the pudding mix. And speaking of mix, we got to mix this stuff up now. So the best way to do it, I would recommend, is you go on eBay or you go to your local ARC store, Salvation Army, and you get yourself an old 1950s style hand mixer. Because if you go out and get a new hand mixer, you're typically, the major complaint people have is that as soon as they put the hand mixer in the mix ends up on the ceiling. The hand mixers that they make today, it can substitute for augering up holes in the ice if you're fishing in Minnesota in the wintertime, or augering up fence posts, drilling if you live down in a ranch in Houston or something like that, or if you're a contractor where you're in the drywall paste business and you need to mix up a batch of drywall paste, you can use the nowadays hand mixers for that as well. But you know, our purpose here is just to mix this liquid batter situation, and I'm kind of a sucker for the old-fashioned antique, so I went out to eBay, got myself, look at this, woo, box and everything, a Dormey, that was the name of the corporation, Dormey Corporation, silver Dormey, portable electric mixer. This is straight out of the 50s, box and everything. So let's open up this box. Just came in from eBay. I think it was 20 bucks. See what we got. Oh, look at this. Couple blades. Yeah. Oh, these are real blades. These aren't those aluminum foil blades that you get with mixers today. Those are real heavy hunks of steel. And speaking of heavy hunks of steel, look at this little beauty, huh? When I say little, I'm not kidding. Hand mixers today are the size of this box. This baby right here is also, look at, is that plastic? I don't think so. That is one big solid hunk of steel chrome. It's a beautiful piece of equipment. It's all we need for this job that we're doing here. So let's go ahead and insert the mixers. Oh, feel those things cock in there. Oh, yeah. It's like jacking around into a high-powered rifle almost. Plug this thing in. Now watch it blow up or something. All right, so we're going to put it in the mix and turn that baby on. Oh, yeah. You want to mix this thing up for at least 2 minutes. You want to make sure it's mixed good. So we'll go ahead ahead and mix this whole thing up. Come on, there we go. Yeah, it's doing it. Eggs, nice olive oil, rum, a little bit of water or milk. Oh yeah. That's a good consistency too. Nice and liquidy. You know, the more liquidy it is, the airier the rum cake will be. The more powdery it is, the more thicker it is, the thicker the rum cake will be. Like for example on a coffee cake, where there's not much moisture at all, it's just a big slab of butter and a cake mix, or flour and baking powder. It's crumbly. It's not, you know, moist, doesn't stick together. It's just compact and crumbly. This here is going to be liquidy. It's going to be easy to pour in the mold, and it's going to come out fluffy and airy. It's going to be a great cake. Let's grab one of these things just to make sure we getting it all off the sides here. We don't want any powder clinging to the sides, and it looks like we are getting it mixed up nice. That's another thing about, like I said, these old 1950s mixers. You can pick them up on eBay anywhere from $5 to $20, $30. Get yourself one of these. These are lovely, lovely tools. No need to spend $50, $60 on a modern mixer that you can use to, you know, use to auger holes for fence posts or anything like that. You don't need that. There we go. I think we're almost ready here. Yes, I do. Man, I'll tell you what, this is hard work. Thank God I got a nice little glass of wine over here to help ease the pain and frustration of putting this thing together. Alright. Now let's go ahead and shut that thing down. Look at that, it's not even hot. Been around for what, 1950s? What is that, 50 years, 60 years? This thing's been around for 60 years. Still works like a champ. Unbelievable piece of equipment. See that? It's even got fins on this thing too. Like a 1956 Bel Air, Chevy Bel Air or something. Yeah, it is a lovely piece of equipment. Okay.